Mike Perlak here to confess to you. This video is going to be a little different than what I've posted up to this point. I probably should start by showing you. This was me several weeks, about a month or so ago.
Tickety boo, I'm talking to you. My mother may have waited till I was 14 to start raising me, but in the time she did raise me, she did not raise a fool.
That was me weeks ago, or a couple months ago. I was dazed and confused and a lost soul. I will spend the rest of my life begging the Democratic Party for forgiveness. I undermined the Democratic Party in their holy, mighty, righteous power. It's no wonder I can't get myself together and get out of bed in the morning. I know now that there is no God except for leftist ideology. Leftist ideology agenda. And I demonize them on a public platform. That's why I took it upon myself. I thought that the best thing for me to do to rectify this was to make this video. It's kind of like a back in the day they used to call public service announcement. I started to question my worth as a human being, but now I know that there is no God except for government. Government is God. I sinned against the holy, mighty Democratic Party. Oh God! See, I did it again. I mean, I said, oh my God, I did it again. I meant, oh my Oprah. In the name of Oprah and the righteous mother, Rosie O'Donnell, and the holy leftist spirit, I have no choice but to beg forgiveness in my denial that we don't need God. We have Big Daddy government. And you say, oh, well, Mike, you just said that the government was God. Now you're saying Oprah is God. See, that's one of my problems. See, I have to think with this masculine mind, and using that male evilness, I believed that facts and info that included continuity and order mattered, had merit. But the left has shown me the error of my ways, the error in my thinking. Oprah can be God. There is no continuity. Oprah can be God 1 minute, and the government, and even the Golden V, can be God the next. That's what I was ignorant to, and that's why I had to make this video. But it's just because Rosie O'Donnell could be the righteous holy mother 1 minute, and then Madonna could be the righteous mother the next. Not the biblical Madonna, because that would go against everything in the leftist ideology. I mean the material girl. It's all part of the left's treaty with modern feminism so that no one is ever accountable except the inherently evil white heterosexual male. So you see my shame, because that's what I am, in believing that the facts matter. And then Rosie O'Donnell, but not Michael Moore. See, Michael Moore's a fat old hippie. See, I did it again. I'm sorry. He's a calorie-challenged, aging, I don't know the politically correct word for hippie. Oprah, forgive me. It's not my fault. People confuse the two of them, especially now that they're both up in age. But wait, it is my fault. But most important, and this is the importance of the whole message, It's most important that both left and feminism is that all women tell the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I knew I was going to lose my composure with that line. All women tell the truth. I knew the last 5 minutes has all been BS, folks. Ooh. Give me a minute. I gotta get this shirt off. There we go. That's much better. Right there. Alright. Oh, God help me. Okay, so Democratic delegates waited till after the DNC to say, okay, I think we'll side with the Republicans. Proof positive that the Democratic Party has no interest in the welfare of we the people. Especially if they have reason to believe they still have a chokehold over the hearts and minds of we the people. They will. It's obvious what their intentions are. I pray there's enough people not willing to believe leftist philosophy and ideology. And I pray the majority of the people in my country, my fellow countrymen, still know that 2 + 2 = 4. Man, these onions are strong. Spanish onions. Anywho, there's a lot of BS conspiracy theories all over the internet. One of them I don't believe, but I do think it's quite entertaining, quite inquiring. Anyways, is the theory that John is still alive, and this was his only way to denounce the Democratic Party. I know that's inquiring and hopeful and all that, but I know it's not true. You know how I know it's not true? I'll tell you. It's not true because such a thing would just be too flunkin' cool. Too cool for this world, anyways. That would be awesome if John was still alive and that whole thing in the late 90s was a him hiding from the world. I watched both the DNC and the RNC. Hillary's strategic 7 minutes of saying nothing and making sure to jump on the George Floyd bandwagon. Oh, God. And then, Hollywood. I'm sick. I think I already said this on the video with my sister, but I'm sick of people who live in gated communities under protection of armed guards telling me I'm an evil person for wanting security at the border of my country. With all this going on, the Democrats, what they've been doing, one thing that came to mind was the movie The Terminal. What the gate authority tried to do in the movie to the Tom Hanks character, so that he would, quote, no longer be our problem. I think that mirrors what the Democrats have done to a free people's hearts and minds. I've been cleaning house thoroughly. I got boxes I already gave to the Goodwill, and then still got a little bit to go, but thoroughly cleaning house. But I agree. JRR Tolkien's life does matter. I mean, writing such a cool good versus evil story. And with all this cleaning house I've been doing, guess what I found? I found the precious! It's the precious. The precious. I had to, for the first time in my life, I had to block somebody on Facebook, at least till after the election is over. The person made me feel like, the person made it seem like I had the gall to share my political viewpoints on a platform that they have access to themselves. Because apparently YouTube is biased, but Facebook is not. Anyways, the person threatened to report me to, I guess, Big Daddy government. Report me to who? I mean, the Facebook authorities, maybe? I guess. Facebook authorities. They must be the appointed authorities over human thought, I guess. I didn't know that. I would have to confess to my ignorance if that's the case. And just apologize. But I did block the person, so if I did it right and everything, I don't... the person should no longer be burdened with content or posts that reflect my conservative viewpoints anymore, so... I think I'm still allowed my own social commentary like this. We'll see. I'm going to just throw a theory out on my part, but I think what might be going on here is my posts are forcing the person to think from a different perspective, and that fact alone is horrifying. My own honest... at least the top of my head was still up my butt back in 2016. That's why I'm ashamed to say I did vote for Hillary. Because I wasn't excited about it, though, and I sure the hell wasn't crying when she lost. But my top, at least the top of my head, was still firmly up my butt. My own perspective of the world around me the last few years has done almost a complete 180, intellectually speaking. I guess those whose opinions meet with their approval. I guess this person believes that their right to post on Facebook is more important than mine, which I'm a bit puzzled by because I assumed Facebook was a public platform that we, the people, own. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I don't know. But I admit, and I admitted this on my channel before, I am winging it with this whole social media thing. I blocked the person because I don't know how to post to Facebook in a way where they won't see it unless I block them. I think that's my only option, but I'm not going to censor myself and my opinions, of course. If I come across something on any social media platform and it sparks a feeling in me that I feel I need to share it, I'm not going to suppress that. I think the heart of leftist ideology is, quote, as follows: at some point, everybody will believe as we tell them, and the few whom don't, well, their lives simply will not matter. Leftist ideology, in a nutshell. Going to the heart of leftist ideology. My thoughts, apparently my thoughts are biased, but everybody else's thoughts are not biased. Kind of a thought dictation, I guess. I recently watched all three of the presidential debates from 2016. It's amazing how a free mind can grow and learn. No ads, interruptions. Which was, I thought, peculiar. I guess only nerds like me watch that, and, well, hard-working families probably have no time to sit and reflect on the world. Or maybe they're just not able to engage in such intellectual thought. If so the case, the Democratic Party is definitely dependent on such willful ignorance, sadly. These riots going on in these democratically run cities in our country right now are I'm convinced are going to keep up, without presidential intervention, which was the case in Kenosha. Luckily, my own mother texted me, "Gee, I wish they'd send us. I wish they'd. I wish Lightfoot would accept Trump's help. Maybe we can get some money and some help around here." My own mother texted that to me. Anyways, but I think these riots, for the most part, are going to keep up until the only people left are the ones who like the status quo. Violence. Which reminds me of something, and I think I talked about this in a past video, but something my father said quite a while ago. "I wish you'd move back to Chicago. I know it's corrupt, but I like it that way." That's actual words out of my father's mouth. An example of a feminist mind. My father doesn't understand I'm tired, so I had to tell him I'm sick. Because I've been working a lot of 12-hour shifts. That's why I haven't posted until now, holiday weekend. I'm trying to get a schedule and where I can still post and work these hours. But anyways, it doesn't do me any good to tell my father I'm tired, because that doesn't compute in his male feminist mind. I say I'm tired. He's going, "What do you mean? It's about me, me, me." It reminds me of an ex of mine who woke me up once out of a dead sleep, obviously mad at me, because I guess in my subconscious I was not acting in a manner that was to her benefit. Again, me, 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 me. Which was kind of like in childhood when my father would beat me for calling him dad in front of some young girl he was trying to get with. God, if that's what relationships are about, I have to make sure I make a mental note to have a big bedroom with 3 beds. And do our thing and then be alone with God. It's the perfect plan. Oh, God. It is, as a man, it really is a waste of precious time to try to make a female happy. If a female is not happy in your masculine domain, there's nothing you do will matter. So the only logical thing to do is to move on. To continue to work on yourself and your interests as a real man. And don't try to make something be that simply cannot be. Keep your options open while working on yourself and your interests, so that one day there may be room for that would-be female whom would find her own happiness in your masculine domain. It really is no sense for me to share my life, my home, my resources with a female I cannot express my healthy physical self with on a regular basis. I have found the Holy Grail. And it is good. I'm going to keep it to myself. Human beings like to exploit good things. Alright, I'm going to end this video with an Annie update, which hopefully I'll have some more videos out there. But give me a second. I got to change this shirt again. There we go. That's more like it. But I got to give you an update on Annie. Okay, so I've been working all these hours, right? And one night, on an evening break at work, I get a phone call from a sheriff. Called me at work. I'm like, yeah, I'm at work. And I go, well, this is kind of important. Okay, what's up? Like, does your father own firearm? I was like, officer, to my knowledge, no. And honestly, I don't think the boy would be able to, would know how to use such a thing. And, I mean, I said, apparently there was a dispute over, I guess some old lady in the building thought he was abusing Annie, which the cop assured me that wasn't the case. He said the dog did not look like it was abused, it was happy, it was jumping around, whatever. But apparently, in the heat of the passion, my father's passion, he threatened to shoot this old lady in the head. So that's why he wanted to know: does your father own firearm? Keep in mind, I'm at work on a break while I'm having this conversation. I explained to the officer I'm not his keeper, and he's like, "Oh no, I understand." But hopefully, I talked to my father on the phone this morning. Hopefully, he's gonna come visit me for a change. And hopefully he brings Annie, because if he does, I'll get some footage and share it. I'm sure she's a pretty sizable dog by now. But we'll see how it goes. But working these hours, I really can't deal with the likes of him. Spending time with him, for me, is like a second job. So you can see why it'd be very difficult for me to be working these hours, 14 hours if you count commute, a day, and then still have to deal with the likes of him. No thank you. But, alright, well, oh geez, over 20 minutes. Okay, I better end this one with some words of wisdom. Hope I didn't forget anything, but I think that was everything. But anyways, I better end this one with some words of wisdom from Jack Handy. Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, you'll be a mile from them, and you'll have their shoes. Thank you for watching.